I'd like to invite Chris Augenstein, Senior Vice President of Americas Sales at Nutanix, to the show here. Chris, welcome.
Thank you,
Chris,
Kim. Great to see you.
great to see you. We're going to be welcoming Andrew Phan from Treasure Island here in a minute to just tell us about Treasure Island's journey to and with Nutanix. And I'm so excited that you're going to be the one to draw that conversation out. Chris, welcome.
So am I, and thank you. And huge thank you, Andrew, for joining us today as well. Looking forward to a great conversation with you. So appreciate you prioritizing the time today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Chris.
Any insights into how I can get the cool guy background? Because clearly in the invitation, I was left off the cool guy list, or I'm spending too much time in the office and you're in the beach.
Yeah, well, Christopher Cross is coming in, starting to play. So I want to get into that sailing mood. So this is why I have the nice.
I love it. I knew I overread it when I prayed you were here to talk to me as well. So no, all good. I'm just kidding you. Hey, I've had some great experience, certainly, and have some knowledge of Treasure Island. I don't know that everybody on here has had as much experience. So I'd love you to even just start there. Tell us a little bit more about Treasure Island. Tell us just a little bit more about yourself and what you do.
Sure. I am the CIO of the Treasure Island Hotel and Circus Hotel in Las Vegas. I think I was right. I think we are the last of the sole owner hotels on the Las Vegas Strip, but which is pretty interesting. And yeah, if you want to, come down and hang out with the pirates and ride roller coasters with me, there's an open invite to come down and join me.
Think how cute that would be for us in our relationship. Yeah, no question about it. And you've been there a while now. You've certainly seen some changes. How long there for you?
I've been here since 2009 in this company, and then I was a systems engineer, and then in 2021, I was promoted to the CIO of both hotels.
I love that. Love that your experience, because I think you have a unique view as well between sort of the operate very hands-on and doing everything through, hey, how do I really navigate a complicated and very high profile business? So love that experience. And for us, I think you've been a customer of ours right about 18 months or so now. So thank you for that so much. What originally led you to join Nutanix and be a part of our platform?
So, originally, like most companies, we were a three-tier network: storage, compute, and network. One of your sales reps, that Preem Neely, I've been working with him for a long time in this industry, and he convinced me just to get, a hyper-converged network, try it out, and put some of our system servers on there, IT system servers on there, just to see how we like it. Then, he convinced me and it was fine. And then one day, which is a fateful day, we did a network core upgrade. And during that network core upgrade, everything failed. So in IT, if when the network core fails, everything stops seeing each other. The storage, the network compute didn't see each other for a long period of time. When everything came back up, we had a lot of data corruption with our servers blue screened. It took days to get everything up and running fine. But our Nutanix box, since it was a hyper-converged box where the network, compute, and storage just saw each other, all it did is just wait until the network came back and everything was totally fine. So because of that, we started looking more into the hyper-converged more. And then the last thing that happened was what you guys did earlier, talked about earlier, was when Broadcom bought VMware in January. We found out our price quotes was up 110%. And that was pretty much the last straw that we had to start moving over to Nutanix.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. And it lands on me as I call it an unintended stress test. It's like you had us in this part of the overall environment saying, hey, let's have a look at this. And then everything else had all sorts of issues. Nobody really plans on that. And probably I wouldn't recommend that as a test, to take everything else down and then see how it works. I'm glad we proved out, okay, more importantly, I'm glad that worked well for you. I'd also love to hover there for a second, because many of your counterparts and many people on here really grew up on VMware capabilities and tech. You're not really looking to go change tools just proactively. Hey, what can I change today? That migration process can be really scary and frankly pretty complicated as the mindset early on. But then the experience, as Lee mentioned earlier, we're designed to try to make that experience as easy as possible. Love to learn more from your experience. Like, where were your expectations of how hard the move would be? And then what was it like? Could you coach us there a little bit, please?
Sure. With every major system moves, you're always worried because there's a lot of gotcha moments. There's a lot of moving parts, and
Oh,
now you're moving critical servers. And we're a 24/7 casino, which is made we're here to make money. 24/7, we have to make money. So there can't be any downtimes. And when there's downtimes, then it's just not really good for the industry. So with this, I was really worried because every time we do a move, there's gotcha moments. I'm
of
worried
course.
about everything moving. But migrating from VMware to Nutanix surprisingly was a really smooth move. The Nutanix engineers pretty much walked us through step by step on how it's going to move. Was there every step of the way. There was some little hiccups here, but it was pretty much figured out, really, really fast. And it turned out to be one of the fastest and smoothest migrations I've ever had for two major systems.
That sounds record breaking. That's great. And by the way, I know you're there to make money and to ride roller coasters with me, is how I read that earlier as well. So thank you for that. I'd love you to hear where we go from here as well. Andrew, just put the headlights on. What's next for Treasure Island and you, and certainly across your journey with us?
Yeah, so with the stuff that I just said that happened in the past, we decided to go full Nutanix on both properties now. We're going to move everything off of our NetApp and Dell Blades, go full Nutanix hyper-converge. And then also we are building another casino in Wichita, Kansas called the Golden Circle Hotel Casino.
Yeah.
And we are going full Nutanix there also.
That means a lot to us, Andrew, and thank you so much for that. I just, at a high level, certainly thank you for your time today and sharing your experiences with us. Obviously, I'm sure many other people on here would love to hear the specifics. They hear from great salespeople like Prem and his counterparts and our systems engineers. There's nothing like hearing from somebody like you, particularly with your balance of knowing how everything works from where you came up and certainly now running a very highly regulated and highly visible business. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for today. More importantly, thanks for all the trust you place in us every day. It means a ton.
Yep. Thank you, Chris, and thank you for having me.